Hotep, Namaste, Ashe, one love to all my beautiful people out there. I thank you for tuning in to another session. Okay. So today, well, first of all, because like I said, there's a lot of you that, again, keep asking about this how to make money from home session. So in accordance to the solstice, the winter solstice coming out, okay, like I said, you guys got to get your manifestations right. I'm gonna do another sale for a couple days, okay. So I'm gonna do a sale with the how to make money from home session, the MP3 session, which is 2 hours. It teaches you how me and my team pull in around $13,000 a month. All right, that's about 8 to 10 of us. All right, so it's not just me taking all that money, but again, it shows you the formula, it shows you exactly what I do. No pyramid schemes, no what else do they call it, doing the surveys online and stuff. I don't get into all that. It's a waste of time. Teach you how to automate the business so you're not putting a lot of work in, so you can do what you love to do. You like to do music, you like to paint, you like to travel, you can do all that good stuff. Me, I like to do music. I like to teach people spirituality. So that's my main love. All right. Also, I'm going to put into that the hypnosis session that changes your reality. Okay. This is not one of those regular hypnosis sessions you find on YouTube, guys. You realize they don't work, right? Because this is how YouTube works, right? You give something for free, but then they want you to really purchase the real things. Okay, so they'll have their hypnosis sessions online for free, but then they want you to purchase the real ones that'll really change your life. Okay, I have in there all the planetary frequencies, all the chakra frequencies, NLP, just some other spiritual aspects that I have in there. A lot of love, a lot of light. Again, because those of you who've been following me, I study music and audio, and I put all of my skills into this. Not only that, it comes with an action planner to show you how to actually use it. All right, you follow by those steps, you cannot lose, but you got to be consistent. That's what it really is. Not only that, but when you purchase, because that's going to be in the package. All right, this is a sale in a package. Not only that, but of course, when you buy this, you get access to my private Facebook group. Okay, I'll be giving a ton of knowledge I will not give on YouTube. I will be doing a ton of short readings and stuff like that I do not give for free. I will be giving free PDFs, free products, all kinds of stuff, and you can kind of, you always have a connection with me, and then you get to meet other people that are just like you, that are all around the world, okay, because I want to build it up. And not only that, only within that group, I will be setting up meetups all around the world, because I'm going to start doing a lot of traveling again. I haven't been traveling in the last year and a half. All right, so I'm gonna start traveling again, set up meetups where we could do private lectures. Okay, this is not for money, this is free. All right, this is why it's only for the people in that group. Okay, so all three of those things, okay, the how to make money from home session, the hypnosis session with the action planner, and also access to my private Facebook group, I'm only charging $99.99. Notice I got all those nines in there, guys. Again, it's about the numerology. I mean, you already know. All right, so $99.99. The how to make money from home session was originally $180. I can't even think right now. I'm just waking up, guys, and it's cold. The hypnosis session was originally $60. Okay. And then, like I said, you get access to the private Facebook group. So for the next 3 days, okay, so what's today? Today is Thursday. The sale will be ending Saturday. Okay. The sale will be ending Saturday. All three of those things for $99.99. All right. Also, before I get into the lesson, those of you who already had a session with me, already bought something from me, remember, you automatically get access to the Facebook group. So all you got to do is email me with the same email that you set your consultation up with, or you bought with, or you emailed me with with what you wanted to buy and you bought it. Email me saying you want to get in the Facebook group, and in the message have your Facebook name, okay? Because then we'll send you the link. We have your name, so then when you request to get in the group, we know it's you, and we'll add you right in. Okay, so I know that was a long intro. Dang, that was 5 minutes. All right, so if you guys stayed through all that, you're the real MVP. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this short, guys, because this video is on this video is on the truth about narcissism. Okay, because just like the term empath, narcissist is another big term that is thrown around everywhere in the spiritual community. These are the two biggest words, right? Everybody that's so-called spiritual is an empath, and anybody that is, in a disagreement with these spiritual people, they're a narcissist, right? So I know there's many different terms for what a narcissist is, but I always try to keep things simple. So what is a narcissist? In the simplest definition, all right, this is somebody who relies on the image of others because they don't have a proper image for themselves, self-awareness. All right, so this kind of changes the dynamic, and it's usually because of childhood abandonment. And it can also be the total opposite, where the child was too smothered in life. So they create this sense of entitlement where they have to drain others. And because they have no sense of foundation themselves, they have to drain the image from you. OK, now, here's the thing, what I want you guys to understand. Now, this might hurt, some of you guys' feelings. All right. But again, we have to get to the truth. The truth will always hurt. In the spiritual community, okay, a good majority of these individuals are actually narcissists. All right. To be honest, the people online and stuff and constantly saying that other people are narcissists are usually the biggest culprits. All of us are narcissists at least in a degree, because we live in the internet age. We live in the age where it's all about individualism now. So all of us have this. In a certain degree, it's just some is more than others. Like I said, those ones who are always blasting people who are narcissists, those are usually the narcissists. Okay, because that's the sense of entitlement. You have a sense of entitlement because you feel like you know more than others. You have a sense of entitlement because you feel like you're healthier than others. You feel like you're more spiritual than others. You have a sense of entitlement because you're a man. You have a sense of entitlement because you're a woman. You have a sense, whatever it is. Okay. This is only because the image, the foundation of the self is very, very weak. So you have to project that out to others. You have to keep trying to leech off of others. Okay. This is also the attention whores that need to do anything and everything online to get attention, regardless of what it is. Narcissism. People that need to post selfies every 2 seconds online, who need to update everything all the time online. Narcissism. Because they don't have a sense of self, they have to keep projecting out there. They have to keep getting recognition. All right. So here's the thing, because you're probably wondering, all right, for the people, also for those people that get offended by this, because I'm not that. That's not true. All those people that want to bash somebody, let's just say on this channel, in the comments, people that want to go hard and bash somebody, and bash me for, no, you're wrong. That's narcissism, because you could literally just go to another channel. You could stop watching the video. But again, the sense of entitlement forces you to try to defend yourself. And same people who bash people on Facebook and are arguing, and it's like 200 comments of arguing, they're both narcissists. You see? So here's the thing. Now, I know majority of you listening to right now are probably saying I have some of those traits. That is totally fine, because like I said, we live in the age of the narcissist. Okay? Now, here's the thing. How do you cure this? Okay, because that's probably the main next question. All right, so like if you're really mature and you say, dang, I do have some of these qualities, that takes a lot of maturity and strength, first of all. So the first step is admitting it. It's just like being an addict, guys. You know, they tell you the first step is admitting that you have the problem. Okay, so literally, that's number one. You have to sit down and think about yourself and analyze yourself and say, you know, is this really true? Do I really, you know, am I really self-absorbed? Do I really have a sense of entitlement because I am this, I am that, because I meditate, because I do yoga, because I know a little bit about astrology, or because I'm vegan and I feel like the whole world should be like that? Do you really feel like that? Because that will let you know that you have an issue. And the first step is always the hardest. Realizing it and being a mature adult and saying that I have a problem. And now that's the only way you can fix the problem, okay, is if you acknowledge that you have the problem. Now, I'm telling you to look at it, but I don't want you to dwell on it. Because the next step, okay, once you realize that you have this problem, I want you to take a deep breath and forgive yourself. Because some of you might start feeling really down about this problem that you have, okay? Or you might start going in your head, and like I said, you might have called other people narcissists, and you realize, wait a minute, you know, remember, you attract what you put out, okay? So if all you do is attract all these, you know, remember, and if that's all you see or what you perceive that you see, remember, you're looking at yourself. Okay, that's why I said people expose themselves online every single day. Oh, all my exes are trash, and you know, they were all selfish and blah blah blah. They're a narcissist. Most likely that person speaking is the problem, the narcissist, the selfish one. So acknowledging this, okay, is very, very important. Now I want you to forgive yourself, because you got to remember that, you know, this is just a program that you learned from childhood. Now, I also don't want you to blame your parents because they weren't around, or, you know, whatever happened to you in your childhood. I just want you to forgive yourself. That's the second step. Say, I forgive you. Say, I love you. You know, we're going to get through this. You know, again, that sense of self. You're building your foundation, guys. Forgive yourself. And in return, when you do that, now you have the knowledge to forgive others, because you realize they're acting on their program as well. They're acting on their programs as well. Okay? Narcissism is a learned trait because of things that happened to you in your childhood. And all of us, even though everybody's different, we all kind of have a similar pattern in this generation. Okay, this is why things like Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune, they ruled generations, right? Even though everybody's individually different, but it's still like a similar pattern. So if you have Pluto, Scorpio, then you know you're in that generation that has kind of that similar pattern of how they were raised and how they were presented in life. Okay? And usually that's pretty much kind of the people I'm talking to, you know, which is that newer generation. Well, it's not the new generation, but it's like the in between. You might be between, I'm just guessing, so don't quote me on this. You might be between like 24 to 30s, maybe your early 30s or something like that. Okay. Forgive yourself, because you've got to realize this is a program, and then forgive others. All right. Forgive others because they're acting on their programs. Is that really who they truly are? Okay, because you got to remember your belief systems, what you feel is right and wrong. This is all taught to you. But on the inside, when you look at a child that's fresh and new, let's just say a 3-4-year-old, they all kind of have that same, even though, again, there's a little bit of differences, but they kind of have that same outlook in life where everything is beautiful and they're very energetic, depending on their environment. Or let's just say the child is in a nice, calm, peaceful environment with the mother and the father. All right. They're usually going to have that happiness, that curiosity. That's who you really are. You are a bright, beautiful individual that is very curious. But what happens is when you get older, you kind of shut that curiosity down. You kind of shut that life down. And you become so absorbed in this small little bubble. And only you are right. And only you know this. And only you know that. And only, only you are good for you. Nobody else can match up to you. You know, you can't trust anybody anymore because you're in the wrong generation. You live in the wrong generation. How many times you hear that being said in this spiritual community? All right. So this is why I said it's time to start changing this. All right. I tell people all the time, you got to learn psychology. You can't just read spiritual books. You're not getting the full idea. You got to learn everything. You got to learn about humanity. Okay. So now, all right, that takes practice. Just doing those things, you're just practicing, especially, this is why you have to get around other people. You have to get around other energy because you can't practice this sitting in your home by yourself. You have to go out and get triggered. All right, like, because when you're out and you're dealing with a lot of personalities, you're going to find personalities that are going to trigger you. And this is how you can practice halting, stopping. You're not going to get it right away. You're not going to be able to stop right away because, again, we're emotional beings. So the first thing to do is to react. When somebody gives you an attitude, the first thing for you to do is react back and give them an attitude. Okay. And vice versa. You kind of just become a mirror. You're just constantly reacting. You're not your true self out here. And this is why you can't become successful. This is why you can never complete the things that you want to complete because you're always reacting. All right. But you never take responsibility. So you never cure yourself. You never make progress because you don't know you have a problem. Okay. I'm speaking to all my spiritual people because the problem is not the knowledge that you're receiving. The problem is that you're not curing this one big thing. Okay? Because when you have this knowledge, you should start becoming successful right away. All right? There's a lot of spiritual people that I know that are in really, really hard financial times. That should let you know that something is not right. Something is not right because remember, income is energy. Having connections with others is energy. It's all built off of energy. So if you claim to have a ton of high vibrational energy, you should be attracting all these things. So if you're not, that means you might be one of those people I'm talking about. And that's okay because we're all there. All right. You just have to admit and start, like I said, analyzing your connections with others and realizing that they're ruled by their programs and you're ruled by their programs. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to be ashamed of. So another thing, okay, because I know this is rarely redundant and kind of cliche to say, but again, I say this a lot when I say when you turn your attention to others, when you turn your attention to say, how can I serve this individual, no matter where they are? With your heart, though, don't just have this obligation where, oh, if you see a homeless person, you give them $5 just because you feel like that's the right thing to do. Okay, you should be thinking, because think about it like this: is that $5 going to really make a change in that individual's life? Sometimes it can, but you have to ask yourself that question. Because sometimes you can give something else of more value than just money. Sometimes people need inspiration. That's the most of the time because, like I said, you give somebody just plain money, they're going to take it, buy what they buy, then what? But if you give somebody an idea, if you give somebody confidence, if you give somebody hope, that's going to change them for the rest of their life. This is what you should be giving to everybody. Give people hope, give people inspiration, give people desire to change. Don't try to affect people with your ideas of the life because, like I said, I'm talking to you spiritual people because we're going to have to go into the life where people don't think like us. and don't agree with us at all, and that's totally fine. Serve them in the way that can truly help them, and you'll see the evolution in yourself. Again, you got to do this for yourself. The evolution for yourself. It's just like when you want to apologize, right? They tell you you're not apologizing specifically. I mean, yes, you're apologizing because of the other person, but what you're really doing is apologizing for yourself so you can let it go, because you're carrying on too much weight. So all you people that need to apologize to somebody, and you're not doing it because of pride and narcissism, all right, take a good look at yourself. There's some people out there that you need to apologize to, that you need to say, that you need to make your peace with, but you won't because of narcissism. If you actually get the courage to do that, you'll start to evolve and start doing that all the time. How can you serve people? All right. So I just wanted to give that quick update on that, because that is something that I see all the time. Oh, I was with a narcissist and he was so bad, or she was so bad and disgusting and it was horrible, and never want to say nothing about what you did or what really happened. You're only saying what you perceive to happen, because guarantee if we spoke to that other person, they'll have a whole different story bashing you. So it's just two people who are narcissists who don't want to take responsibility for what happened in a certain situation. And this doesn't just apply to relationships. Okay. So think about that, guys. Don't get upset. Don't get triggered by the video. All right. Because you're only proving it right. All right. Learn how to control this, and so you can grow and get higher. Okay. So again, astrology readings, tarot readings, all the consultations, occulthealing22@gmail.com. The email is in the description of this video. Those of you who want that sell with the how to make money from home session, the hypnosis session with the action planner and access to my private Facebook group, $99.99. Email me at occulthealing22@gmail.com. 3 days, only until Saturday. Okay, only until Saturday. So the rest of you, take heed to this video, think about it, analyze yourself. And I'm proud of you. I just want to say I'm proud of you for because obviously if you made it to this end of this video, you were really analyzing it and you probably matured. Okay, so I'm proud of you. I love you. I respect you, and continue to be great and continue to change your reality. Okay, so Hotep, Namaste, Ashe, one love.